Hi, in this lesson we're going to focus on how to make sense of a word problem and also how to multiply fraction by fraction using a model as well as the standard algorithm. If you look at this problem, at the end of the ice cream party there was 1/3 of a container of whipped cream remaining. The principal used half of that container for his sundae. How much of the whipped cream container did he use on his sundae? So I'm going to annotate the information I have. There's 1/3 of a container of whipped cream, and the principal used half of that container for his sundae. So I can see that I can apply a value to the container because there's 1/3 of the container left. So half of that container, this of would tell me that I need to multiply. So my equation is going to be 1/3 times 1/2. And the way that I can look at this using a model is I can draw one hole. So this is going to represent my container, and there is 1/3 of the container of whipped cream. So I'm going to divide it into thirds, and I'm going to shade in one of those. And then the principal used half of that third, so I'm going to split those thirds in half, and I'm going to shade in one of my halves for 1/2. And then I can look to see what 1/2 of my 1/3 is, where that shading overlapped. So now my whole is divided into 6 total parts, and I'm looking at one of those because 1/2 of 1/3 would be the 1/6. And then I can look at that using the standard algorithm by multiplying my numerators and then multiplying my denominators. So how much of the whipped cream container did the principal use? He used 1/6 of the container. So that is a strategy for how to interpret as well as how to solve fraction by fraction.